How's it going, everybody? I'm Dr. Jon Clayton, your Layton chiropractor here in Utah at Supra Chiropractic. In today's video, we're going to be going over some cupping, which I don't typically do too often. We've been doing more dry needling stuff lately, but I had a patient who requested to experience what cupping feels like, and she wanted that over her back. We were able to do that in this video, and I explain a little bit as I go through the cupping process and kind of what it is, but if you ever need more information about cupping, I can make another video separately about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and stay tuned to the end because we have a fun announcement that I've been kind of holding off for a little bit that I wanted to share with all of you, and it kind of pertains to the Supra of Supra Chiropractic. So enjoy the video, and then I will catch you guys at the end for a fun announcement. Okay, so I work through the ribs on you first here. Take a deep breath in here, let it all the way out. Holy smokes. Well, we got the pelvis on that one, so we'll take it. Deep breath in here. Deep breath in here. And one more right here. Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite ones. Like, so when I pop that right there, when I pull like that and the pelvis pops, oh, it's one of my favorite ones right there. See if we're lucky enough to have it go on this side, right? Nice. And one more right there. Okay. And then deep breath in here. All the way out. Deep breath in here. Deep breath in here. Stubborn right there. Okay, and a deep breath in here. All the way out. And deep breath in here. Okay. Check these first ribs. Is it tender at all in these first rib areas right here?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. Deep breath in here. All the way out. Here, all the way out. Just that one side there, huh? Okay.
I'm uneven.
That's okay. Well, I think we all are, right? How's all that feeling there for you?
Good.
Good. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to kind of walk through real quick. So when I do this adjustment, kind of mainly for the audience, I guess, when I do the adjustment, you've got two different areas that we can go on. So you have the SI joint right here, or the hip joint that most people complain about. Then you also have the spine. And so I like to do two different adjustments typically. Some people can just get it all pop in one go when they hit it. But I like to do a spinal adjustment if it needs it, and then also a hip adjustment too. So we're going to set up that spine one first. So I want to focus on that rotation through here. We're going to hold that forearm there. I'm going to sneak underneath this arm here, okay? And then we're going to support the back right above where we're going to be adjusting and pulling it through to rotate it. One thing that's easy, go ahead and kind of bring this bottom hip towards me. There you go. So I'm going to tuck that hip underneath, go a little bit more. Perfect. Then you're going to headlock my arm. So I want the arm to pull in nice and tight against the patient's rib cage so that I can get in there, pull it nice and tight, nice and tight. So I'm going to come through here, rotate, pull tight, tight, tight. Just like that. Where'd you feel that go through? All the spine area? Okay. So there's your spinal adjustment for rotation. I'm just kicking the leg down to hit that one. Now we're going to go into the hip right here. Deep breath in here. All the way out. Get in there. Good. Okay. Got the triple tap on that one. Okay. So now we're going to flip on the other side. Okay. And I love that pull one because just like she felt in there, it went all the way up the back, all through there. So do both adjustments. Don't just do one because most people get a lot of pain through here in that low back area, but also the hips. Deep breath in here, all the way out. We're going to pull down like this here. Good. Then lay on your back. Okay. When we do the hips too through here, we're going to go right into there. Going to bring the leg out about 45 degrees here. And then I'm going to put a little bit of a bend in the knee here. Then we're going to do a little pull here. So I'm going to kind of bend my knees and I'll pull this way. Let it relax. Just like that for that hip. Okay. Then let that relax there. Boom. There we go. Okay. All right, so when it comes to ankles, we have a rolled ankle here from a snowboarding injury. And so one of the things that when people roll their ankle, you're commonly going to roll this way, right? So you're going to roll and do an inversion ankle sprain or roll. And so you're going to blow out a lot of your ligaments right here. But when we do this, one of the things that gets often missed in a chiropractic adjustment of the ankle, a lot of chiropractors are going to just set the bone right here, which is the talus. So they're going to come in here like this, set it like that. Awesome. But as part of the formation of the ankle is also the calcaneus or the heel bone. And so we want to make sure that in an inversion ankle sprain, it's going to move that medial like this. So we have to set that back like this. So we're going to come through like this, and we're going to cock it back like that. Okay, just like that. We're going to get a little bit of a click. It's not a strong synovial joint like the talus is, and so it's just kind of more of a slide, get that bone back in place, set the heel properly. Okay, then we're going to go through the metatarsal base right here, where it hooks in. So metatarsal base goes into the tarsal bones right here. It's that junction point right there between the first metatarsal and that first tarsal bone. Just like that. And then we want to check and make sure cuboid is good. So you should be able to move it up and down. It's stuck, it won't push down. So we got to set it like this, bring it down like that. And then we can move it up and down again. Kind of feel that clicking in it. Kind of feels a little bit weird. We're getting that motion back in the cuboid. And then you don't want to set the first MTP joint right there. You want to go right here and set this one. Avoid that one here because it can cause issues. A lot of people develop bunions right there. That's why we do that adjustment there to help realign there. But you don't want to pop that joint right there. So you want to do this one right there, like that, and then move through the rest of them in that part right there where it hooks in to that metatarsal head right there. So we lift those guys up. And then you just repeat that same process on the other ankle. So let that relax there for me. Alright. Oh, baby. Let that relax there. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. And 5 for 5 right there, baby. All right. Okay. See if there's lucky over here, right? Holy smokes. Whew. Nice. Right on the money right there. A little bit there. And then let that relax for me there. Relax. Super tight. Relax there. My gracious. Deep breath in here. All the way out. There we go. Got something there. Whew. A little bit stiff there, huh? What we're going to be doing is showing how to do cupping. And it's one of those areas where pretty much anyone can do it. And you can buy the kits on Amazon. You can get them really anywhere. And so it's not a majorly difficult task to do or therapy to do per se. And so the biggest thing that I like to tell people about is make sure you just know basic anatomy when you're going through this, and know when is too much as well, because that's one of the problems I see when people come in if they've been cupped by just their spouse or a friend or someone that's just learning how to do it. And one of those issues is that they go on an area and they pump it up way too much when it comes to the pressure. And so what it's doing is it's trying to pull the skin out that way. And it's one of the ways to basically detoxify, loosen muscles. And when you pull it too much, then and you leave it that way for too long, it can cause bruising, it can cause more damage than good per se. And so we want to make sure that when we do it, so we're going to start like right here. We want to go right into that area right there. So we're going to go in that low back, and one of the instructions say to pump it 3 to 5 times. I kind of gauge it based on what the patient skin looks like when it goes through. I want to get some kind of a lift through there, and so we're going to show you a little bit of a close-up in just a second. But when we go through this area here, we want to get that skin to kind of elevate up into the cup a little bit here. Just like that. So we got it nice and good right there, and then we're going to start seeing that skin as it raises up into the cup right there. There's going to be a little bit of a color change. So we'll show you that in just a sec here on these cups that we've put down. But once we get it through there, perfect, awesome. So we're right through there. We have a lineup right now on that left kind of paraspinal region right there, and I'll show you what these look like close up, so you can kind of get a good picture of like how far they should raise up. But there's little lines on these cups. Basically, the skin is pulled up to about that first line level, and that's about how much tension I want to have on it for right now. Okay. So here's what these cups look like from a close-up perspective. So like you said, we're on that paraspinal area of the back right there, just along the spine. So the spine's going to be right here in the center, right through here. So we're showing the muscles that just surround that spine right there, just to the side of it. And so you can see pulled up pretty good in there. Starting to see that redness coming through, just like that. And so now we're going to get all of our cups on this region here, and then show you what it looks like with our final product. So we can see we have all of the areas here shown. So we did the low back here. We mainly just did kind of the QL, quadratus lumborum, and the paraspinal area right there. And then we kind of worked up, and I like to span kind of the latissimus dorsi region right here. So you can see how those kind of shift over there into latissimus dorsi a little bit out there. Not super wide, then just kind of hitting a little bit through that region right there. And then more paraspinals up through here, and then into the trap region right there. You can see those all pulling pretty good. And then the same thing on the other side. So in total, we have quite a few cups on there. Just starting the whole entire low back and upper back region here, up into the shoulder, neck region. Like that. Okay, and you can kind of see from this angle here how those are all pulling up through there. And that is cupping of the pretty much the entire upper and lower back. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video where we did some cupping today. Like I said, a little bit different than my typical stuff, but we did do the full body adjustment on the patient, and then we went into the portion where we did the cupping for the back. So you can see what that is, hopefully from every angle, and kind of see how kind of cool that is for someone to experience. And I'm going to put some pictures at the end as well, so you can kind of see what cupping looks like, kind of the during process, but also the after process. Really what it comes down to is this is an announcement that I really wanted to make, and I could have made it since, I guess, pretty much October, September, somewhere in there, but I wanted to wait to really make some good content on this, and the topic is Supras. And so a lot of people will question and say, why the name Supra Chiropractic? Why not, Clayton Chiropractic? Why not, full body chiropractic, whatever it is, right? And so one of the things that I wanted ever since the day I started chiropractic school was, if I ever started my own business, was to have a name that was different from everyone else's, and that didn't necessarily pertain to chiropractic or was just my last name like a lot of chiropractors tend to do, and in some cases they have to do in different states. And so here in Utah we don't have that rule per se. I wanted to pick something that meant a lot to me, and that would really help me drive the goal of becoming the best at what I do. One of the things that really touched that for me was growing up, my dad, who's a huge role model to me, and he always instilled in me the idea of working hard and loving what you do. He's a self-taught computer programmer, and you don't see that nowadays. You don't see someone who's so driven to the point where they learn something that takes many years of a bachelor's degree, even master's degrees to learn, to actually sit down and teach yourself that. I've always had that instilled in me to work hard, but also love what you do to the point that it allows you to live the best life. That's what really drove me to pick the name of Supra, because as a result of working so hard, my dad was able to purchase in 1995 a Mark IV Supra, and that is a car made by Toyota. And I'll put a picture at the end of this as well so you can see his Supra. But one of the things that I always had in the back of my mind as a goal, and I've kind of secretly hidden it in the background if you've seen in some of these videos, I don't show it too much, but the goal of owning my own Supra one day. And they came out with the Mark V Supra, and it looks kind of like this. And so one of the announcements that I wanted to make, and I never thought that this would happen, and like I said, it's been a dream to be able to get to this point, but I was able to find my dream car, which is a yellow Mark V Supra, and I was able to purchase that last year, towards the end of last year in 2023. That is one of the things I wanted to share with everybody, is that, you know, when it comes to having dreams out there, you know, something you should really shoot for. And I hope that part of buying this Supra and owning this is to help instill that dream in other people, that, you know, if you want something, work hard for it. And when it comes to something that you do for work, love what you do. It doesn't really matter what it is. Just love what you do, and don't just chase the money and things like that. You know, kind of to cap it all off, I wanted to share this with you guys and make it part of the channel, even though this channel is based on chiropractic and not cars or anything like that. But I just wanted to show that for you guys. And if you're in Utah, one of the things that I've really been driven about with cars and the car scene in Utah, it's really exploded out here, is that I want to share that with other people. It's not just my Supra that I want to keep to me. It's something I want to share with other people. And so I've had multiple patients since I bought the car. They say, hey, can we go for a drive? Can we go do this? And I was like, oh, of course, let's do that, you know. And so anyone that comes to my office and just wants to look at the car, I go out in the parking lot, show you guys. But for all those who are not in Utah, I made this special video with a good friend, Spencer Reach, and he did a great job. And so I wanted to share that content with you guys. Without further ado, here's the Supra of Supra Chiropractic.